You're fat. You're living too fat and too easy. You're not challenging yourself. You're not putting yourself in enough uncomfortable situations. Complacency is getting the best of you, my friend.
Yes.
Get out of there. Get uncomfortable. Just being good at listening. Shut your mouth and open your ears and run around and work like a maniac. And in 90 days, if you haven't made a decent pile of money that's going to change something in your life, then quit.
JCRNT with $25. Hey, Crick, I'm a second semester college student, and I find it hard to stay motivated despite my tuition being paid off by my parents. I feel like my hobbies wouldn't benefit from a degree. I'm a drummer and graphic designer. Advice?
Sounds like a Chris question.
Well, when I was in college, in between classes, when I wasn't smoking,
I was putting a hot lava cake in my body.
Yeah, I was farting. If you like music, if you really like music at that age, if you're really into music and you make music, you know how to make music in some capacity, and in graphic design, you'll just keep doing that. And I would make beats every day. I would make a full every day in college.
You would make beats?
I'd make rap beats, like trap or like boom bap,
Really?
whatever. I would make a folder. I would have a folder, and I would make a beat. I would name each beat a number, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like they're just
Numbers go high.
Yeah. I would go to like 200, and then I'd make another folder. Like every day, I'd make like
You go
2.
to 300.
Yeah, and some were good, some were bad.
They're probably great.
Then I
But getting your work ethic nailed down.
Then Lil B, I emailed Lil B, the rapper.
Yeah.
And he used 4 of my beats.
Really?
And he made a music video out of one of them.
No shit.
And they got thousands of views, and then I got inspired.
And now
I don't know what.
And now
I
you're
don't know
here.
if that answers your question.
No, yeah. Well, isn't that interesting? Your parents paid it off. Hey, you got it free. You got to take advantage of that, man.
Have your parents remind you that they paid for it. Make you put a fire under your ass.
Yeah, that's amazing, though. It's disrespectful, Holmes. Your mama give you the money to go to college, and you don't give a shit about it. Nah, man, you got to take the freebies and run with it. You know.
Don't major in graphic design. Don't major in any art stuff.
Drop out and freelance. Take freelance gigs.
Start a wedding band.
Oh God.
Depending on where you live.
Holy shit. Yeah, no.
I know people that worked at Guitar Center.
Yeah.
And then they're doing like Block Island every weekend. Like
wedding band.
Pretty alright.
Yeah,
you know,
I know. It's
like
a fun life too.
But it depends on where
just banging gilfs.
Yeah.
Yeah, right after they do Sweet Caroline. They're like, all right, we're going to take a 5-minute break. It's just like railing a gilf in the oyster shucking truck.
It depends on where you live. I don't know. Enjoy, have fun in college, though. Get really good at music. I don't know.
Well, it sounds like you were hammering out work ethic. I'm a college dropout. I dropped out after 2 years, and then I sold cars, and then I got poisoned by money, and then I started a landscaping company. So I'm not a big college fan.
If your parents paid your college, what are your parents do for work, and see if you can get into that.
Yeah, maybe they're like, listen, why don't I take a beat on college? I'll go get some free college.
Yeah.
You give me the money, I invest it in Bitcoin. Bang, we double it, and we riding. I don't know, man. Instilling work ethic. It sounds like you're uninspired. You have to work in a place where you'd feel like a idiot for working like a piece of shit. That's usually a good thing. If you're working in a place that's like fast paced and people are, I don't know, you have to stay on your toes and work your ass off to get a decent pay. I don't know. It sounds like you need a change of pace, literally. You're fat. You're living too fat and too easy. You're not challenging yourself. You're not putting yourself in enough uncomfortable situations. Complacency is getting the best of you, my friend.
Yes.
Get out of there. Get uncomfortable. I don't like doing.
Oh my God.
God, for the longest time. I mean, we got to do stand up for that, and doing stand up is hard for me. So.
Mark Chapman with $25. Hey Nick, I'm a sales and finance manager at a small Chrysler store.
Damn.
Always get a good laugh at the stories you tell about car sales. Do you think we're back in a whorehouse market? People are on $400 payments.
Yeah. I think I'll be straight with you, buddy. I think Chrysler and Jeep are literally. I think they're in a plane fire. I think they overproduced cars. They shoved them into the streets. They have no plan or methods on buying them back. your lease retention is going to go to shit. Your customers are going to simply walk away from you. You just f***ed over a lot of people in the way you were overpricing your units and shoving them into the public. And your rooftops, the spot you work for, your upstairs are suffering because you guys have to, like, unless they give you a lot of free trunk money, which where the f*** are they going to get it? I hope they saved it from them, roofing everybody for the past 2 years. But I think specifically Jeep, Chrysler, I think they're going to do a sale or something.
Could you?
Yeah, no. So I think some of the rooftops from Chrysler are going to. I think a lot of places are going to close doors. I think they're going to pull back some of the locations as far as like Chrysler's. I think some are going to come and they're going to go insolvent. A couple of small dealership friends of mine just having a tough time. So I wish you the best, and hopefully the rebate money is going to be able to slam units out the door because of the $65,000, $70,000 price tags on your product. Even with the discounts, it's nuts. You have like a lot of units. You have the Dodge 2500, the Ram 1500, the Ram 2500, the Jeep 4x4E, the pickup truck Wranglers. You have like 5 cars that are right now, and that's gotta hurt. That's gotta be longest days on lot. My brother drives a Jeep. My whole family likes him. My brother's got a Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit Reserve. He's getting railed over the coals right now on the value of that thing. I told him not to do that, but you don't listen to me.
Patrick M with $25. I'm dropping out of college 2 years in and pursuing a job in my hometown at a car dealership. Ford, Nissan, and a combo place are the options. I have 0 sales experience, but a good resume. What do I do to secure the job?
Be ready to work. Make it evidently known. I mean, just eat, sleep, and drink the job. Don't think about it as eating the car business. You have to show up and you have to sell a lot of cars and keep it really simple and stupid and make as much money as you can. And I'll save you a lot of aggravation. The only way to make as much money as you can is to show up every day and sell as many cars as you can. I know it sounds stupid, but you'll figure it out quickly. Be nice. Don't lie. Run around. Do what the customer says. Listen to what they're trying to tell you and come up with an alternative solution that makes sense for them. But have good answers for them. Someone comes in for a bad idea. Say, hey, listen, I'm not going to tell you it's your life, and I'm not swaying. I don't even have a car in mind. But in general, people who come in and do that sometimes tend to do this. So is that something that you thought about? No? All right. You want to show you? You can drive as many cars as you want. I don't care what you do. But yeah, just being good at listening. Shut your mouth and open your ears and run around and work like a maniac. And in 90 days, if you haven't made a decent pile of money that's going to change something in your life, then quit.
Patrick M. This is not the note, but this is a chat. Hey, it's the dropout kid again. Thanks for the advice. I still need to get the job first, and 100 people applied already.
Jesus Christ.
What's some shit I can do to convince the guy, have a nice suit, I can show up and show my face? I think this was for the dude that dropped out of college and to be a car
I mean, yeah, man. I'd wear a navy blue suit and a white shirt helps. Haircut. Smell good. Talk right. Be eager. Want to. Your cousin sells 30 cars. You don't have any experience. It's okay. I have 2 cousins that sell 30 cars. One of them's name's Chris Lynch. The other one's Nick. Once you want to, I know the inventory. I would find the 5 best used car deals on the lot. What kind of store? A Jeep? Was it a Jeep?
I think it was Ford.
Toyota.
And
Toyota? Oh, Ford. Yeah, Ford, Nissan. It was Nissan.
Ford. And
it was a combo store. Yeah. So the best, your Rogue lease, your Central lease, and your Frontier leases. The interesting conversation I'd have with a Nissan general manager would be, how are your allocations for Nissan Frontiers doing? I know the lease is at 85. The residual on a Nissan Frontier is 85%, which is nuts. A couple of months ago, they had a lease that was like stupid. I think they're not as good. That was 12 months ago. They really shoved those Frontiers out into the street. How are they doing with that? Because Toyota being so difficult to get, it's going to be nice to have Nissan's going to move a lot of units. Traditionally, Nissan's been a great store to lease at. You will always lose a deal to a Nissan because the lease is so cheap, because they almost bankrupt themselves on how they structure their deals. But how are they doing on inventory? Don't worry about Maxima. Don't worry about Armada or Titan. Those are the dead zones. And then just the rest of it's just the Sentra. the Altima, the Frontier, and the Rogue, and maybe the one bigger. I don't know. But yeah, those are the ones that tend to lease out real quick, real fast, and that's the bulk of the business. And then see what kind of like flavor they're taking on the used cars. Do they do Nissan? Do they do Infiniti? As far as because Infiniti is Nissan's, graduated product. How do they do on used Infiniti inventory? Because it's an easy switch car from a new Nissan to a used Infiniti. More car, same price for new to used. So yeah, that's the kind of conversation I'd like to have. How many guys do you have here? How many? But 100 people, Jesus Christ! Whatever market you're in that's crazy. Like that's I've never heard 100 people applying ever. So just start applying everywhere.
Joseph with $25. Any vitamins you take or recommend? I take magnesium and ashwagandha for my ADD and some Lions and OOM Lion's Mane blend.
Yeah.
I will say I don't punch holes through the bathroom walls and blame it on the homeless anymore.
Good. I was taking sea moss, ashwagandha, a multi, fish oil, CoQ10, vitamin D, and charcoal.
That's great.
That's what I was taking. That was my vitamin stack. Charles takes all his vitamins. I remember this is like the craziest thing ever. He's like a good vitamin guy. Charles is like really, really solid at vitamin. But I want to get a methylene test and figure out what I'm deficient in. But when I do take vitamins, when I have to go back to the gym. It's just I feel like sleeping for 5 days now.
Yeah,
I want to dig a hole in the ground, get inside a 4-foot PVC pipe with a velvet lining, and I want to go to sleep for 4 months. But I can't because I have to go buy more Vicodin.
Yeah. For me, it's baked beans. That's what I take.
You take baked beans. Now, Bush's baked beans with flavoring?
No, the Heinz blue can that the people in the UK eat.
Heinz
beans.
The blue can. Oh, yeah, the blue can.
The turquoise can.
Oh, very nice. In it? Yeah.
And then I have...
want some turquoise dog shit, yeah.
And then I have Armor brand corned beef.
Armor beef.
Or yeah, hash. Armor
I have
beef.
hash. I have dog food.
Yeah. Would you believe me if I said I've had that in my cabinet?
I've had that before. When I was a kid, I used to eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was delicious.
It's hearty home style.
When my dad taught me to be a short order cook at a diner, and I could eat like a fat Portuguese truck driver my whole life.